Hi, today I'm going over the Axmax Tremolo. I've given the guy a lot of feedback on his YouTube channel, but either he doesn't believe that I have one, or for whatever reasons, either ignoring me or giving me kind of snarky comments back, so whatever. Anyway, this is the Axmax Tremolo USA patent 6300550B1. This is unit number 6. See how that is there? Okay. All in all, this is a very fantastic, high quality unit. It's very, very, very heavy, which I like on bridges, and everything's low profile. So when I play, my hands are usually resting right there, which is actually with the rolled, everything's rolled over, so it's very, very comfortable. For you Ibanez fanboys, in comfort wise, it's very similar to the Ibanez Edge. Very, very similar. Does not flutter like the Edge because of its extreme weight. It's actually really hard to balance on a. This one's more intended for the body-mounted tremolo, so I have it on my Music Man Axis. With that, this was not a drop-in fit. I had to change things. Ironically, these back bolts I had to file down. I had to grind them down to get them flush on the back here, because they would actually hit. And it makes no sense, but catching the light right. But I had to grind just a little bit, but it caught just when it was coming back. It caught there on something. I don't know what it was. So find a new way to either move the block forward just a little bit, or attach it directly from the top like a normal Floyd. I don't care. These 5 bolts are annoying. Also, this part needs to be beveled. That shit just dug into my guitar and it chewed it up pretty good. Hold on, I'll get a picture. And that was from one dive bomb. That was, I felt it go in the paint. I just felt the paint going. So I was like, ah, fuck. So what I did is I took that on a grinder. It's the same as the GoTo unit. They have their stuff beveled like this. So that needs to be done before you install this on a Axis or a Wolfgang or something like that. The block is a little on the small side. I'm assuming that's steel or tin. It's very heavy duty, but some fit and finish things, I guess. My only real complaint is right there. You won't be able to see in this video, I don't think, but there's double grind mark where the grooves are. There's some doubling of the machining marks, which I don't really care for. For a $300 unit, I would want that to be a little cleaner. Let's see. I like the adjustment system for the tuning. It's actually incredibly clever how well it works. I like not having to cut off the ball ends of my strings. I just feed them through, and it's much simpler to change these strings out than a normal Floyd Rose by not a small factor. And my biggest complaint, well, the square edge is my biggest complaint because it ruined my finish, but there's a beat up one anyway. Got it for $500. This damn tremolo bar will not stay in the damn. It'll fall out on its own almost. Like after just a little bit of usage, slides, it just pops right out. I don't know if that's been addressed, but that would need to be fixed. It's a great idea, but it's not really working. I don't know, maybe the ball's not set in properly, or just something's not right with mine. But it's a great idea, but it's not really practical. I like the bushing system on the Ibanez models better, or an actual screw-in system would be even better. I like it getting it the screw-in because you can crank it down, and you crank it over one more time. You can literally have it set wherever you put it. So that's what I prefer that, honestly. But enough bashing. Some really cool things that are just fantastic on this. One, these roller saddles are fucking off. They're incredibly comfortable because the strings are recessed. You never feel a string, but you can roll your hand over just a little bit, and you can palm it pretty well. So the string changes are incredibly easy with this. The drop tuning thing is, I don't really think that it was on purpose. I think it's just a happy accident, but it does work very nicely. If it was on purpose, oh, I apologize, but it just seems more like a afterthought thing. Removable knife edges. I've been playing this thing for about 2 years now. There's no wear on these knife edges at all. I'm not gentle on my guitars, so this thing's holding up incredibly well. So there's no rust or corrosion anywhere. It's a little dirty because it's got my. I'll clean it up later before I put it back on. But the locking. This is another Ibanez thing on the edges and the low pros. They have a screw. I would like to see this as a normal screw, not a tiny ass Allen wrench, because I have no idea where I keep that size Allen wrench anywhere. I don't even know. It's very small, probably 1.5 millimeter, if I had to guess. I have no idea where I put one of those, so I had to kind of like bend the strings. It's a pain in the ass, but it does keep the springs on, which is awesome. Holds that very well. And the biggest thing about this bridge is it changes the sound of your guitar, not a little bit. I put this thing on and it was like, holy crap, it was night and day. Much brighter sound. If you have a dull guitar at all, ironically my Axis was pretty dull before. That's why I actually really love this thing, is because it really brightened up the sound a lot. And it was very, like, holy crap kind of thing for me, because it was with the stock pickups and stuff. I even swapped those out. I put in some higher gain, higher output pickups, which on those is ridiculous, but and this changed the sound to where I wanted it to be, which for people who are like, well, I don't want to spend $300 on a fucking Floyd Rose, but you're gonna spend $200 on a normal Floyd Rose, which is going to be pretty much the same as the $150 Floyd Rose you'll get from Goto, which is pretty similar to the $110 knockoff ones you're gonna get. So you're fool for spending money on an actual Floyd Rose. You're actually going to spend money if he does fix the things that I think should be fixed on this, especially that beveled edge. That needs to happen. That's not a request. That needs to happen. That's going to ruin your guitar. If you have an expensive guitar, that will fucking ruin it, and that needs to be fixed. So, like I said, that took me 5 seconds of grinding on a grinder wheel, and I didn't even do a good job, but it works perfectly now. I mean, you could set up like a little anything. Like, you take your base plate, you get a piece of wood angled, you just whiz it on a grinder wheel. It takes 2 seconds. Won't take long at all. I think that was a careless oversight, personally. But also for floating, this isn't the best for floating type bridges. But if you have like a Music Man Axis or a flat top Wolfgang or some other nice big body mount Floyd Rose type guitar, this is perfect. It's like I said, it's very hefty, it's very feels very well built. Like I said, I've been using this for a couple years, and it's not even close to getting any kind of wear. That alone, if you look at other floaters types, you're gonna that's just plating wear on the top. I don't know what that's from. I might have even gotten it like that. I don't know. But the knife edges are still perfect, so that speaks a lot for how well this thing is built. There's no corrosion anywhere. My hands have been all over this for a while now, so and that's just some heat shrink tubing that I put around them on my springs, keep them quiet. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions on how things work, you know, he's pretty honest about everything. So there's, I'd say his videos are pretty to the point, or whatever. If you don't want any biased or colored answers on something, go ahead and ask me. I'm not sure too many people with these around anyway, but like I said, it's if he fixes these little things, it would be well worth the money. You know, it brightens up your sound considerably, but not in a glassy like gripping your eardrum way. It just makes it more a full spectrum guitar, which was really important for me. That's what I really enjoy about it. Yeah, fix the trim arm holder, change the bolts on the back, whatever these are. I don't know why you did that. Well, I guess this is one piece, so you have to bolt it in. I don't know. Just figure out a different way of doing that would be preferred. Perhaps even the bolts more in the front instead of on the back like this. So, and this needs to happen. It really does. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll do a playing review of this later on when I get my Axis back up and running. So, gotta put in new pickups. Thank you.